So please, guys, if you are sending the request, I cannot really more. Yeah, can I tell you what? Take care. No, no, we work akabo. We are going mana. I will first of all speak to my guest before AK bring anybody on board. Waya Wese. So
On camera, please.
Daddy, please, can you just introduce yourself briefly to our audience before we
I didn't hear that.
come here? Anyway, sir, please, can you just briefly, Mazedo Mazebo, and I hear you are a very good English speaker, but when you introduce it so that we can start our, discussion properly.
Yeto venirowa kenirisi waya biwe na bekai. Enimo Henry iyobosa no legema. Wabi total. Wabi wao obono wariri mayiki. Wawese.
Okay, having said that, Waya Wese, please share this live video. Man, Waya Wese. So that is Domosa. First of all, a question the first one I want to ask you now is this. Baba, you focus on this, your profession, which is this acting and all of that. They look out before this came found. What were you doing? Take us through memory lane, sir.
I can say I started this from primary school. Though in my degree say no, electrical engineering, but in my young when I talk about and primary school, I not getting the influence. When we did over here with my young one, not doing work away with nursing, or now where we law, not by way engineering. So another day, make where our engineering, another day, ye day, make and a law my own meditate. So I'm saying I've just educated na very much, and I'm more you would. So and so far no cause for regret, and we are here.
Before you have 4 degrees, right? Okay, I just want to know because a lot of people come to this platform and learn. If not, so now to take us through memory lane. Tell me, maybe no idea. Even when you were doing that and all of that.
When did they act here?
When you allow your parents, were they happy with what your decision and all of that, even while you were doing it?
If you know my parents, you know that there's no way near higher quit.
So take us to that memory lane. Let people learn from you.
Or money have here. Let all quick about myself. I'm already making the wound. He was not very happy. He wanted me to just continue in that engineering line, need TA and all that. Cannot be in any. She didn't see anything because my mother was a very good actress too, she was acting in a church, and my background, okay, Mekere, legema, Managodu. I do give almost every, especially Muro. 1 week or Yari Muro because Egino na Ogwa. And Ogwa means duties of Ogwa are a minister for Agric. So once a bit more on a festival here, so 1 week or hour, so I invited cultural groups and all that. So see, growing up and seeing that, on us one influence me to get culturally, inclined, Then a primary school man, St. James's Agbado. We Obapana Kiferi. One do my pantomime drama. Drama I will start talking. I had no dialogue. Actually, it got me very interested. So me I was so wow. Maybe I married him and I have emotion like that. So everybody I do again and all that. So by the time we left secondary school, I became president of the cultural and debating and literary and debating society and all that. Then when I entered the university, unfortunately, school in my theater as department, so I couldn't really add. But okay, Professor. Clark, JP Clark, was a lecturer and she had a coup called Peck Repertoire in Lagos. So she saw the way I used to do some small things during socials. And I invited me to Peck Repertoire. So I actually got grounded in Peck Repertoire. I was there for 3 years as a resident actor. So me I said, "Do Kimeka ave Tete, ave Kinkeru, ave Martimerion, ave Sam Loco, ave OJ Ben." Man, I have school tours. School tour means I did I'm a literature book, race syllabus. I do dramatize it. I show it. I stage in schools. So this were you know, aspects of my life that grounded me properly in the art. So thank God I've not deviated since. Yeah, of course, man. Then of course, we had to away television art. 73, yeah, we started Junior TV Club on NTA. What became NTA? Then it was Midwest Television. 1973, we had to Junior TV Club. Fred Parker, Madeti Bogede DJ, man to create even somebody like Ben Olaye of the Benjo film was involved. So, and we were doing, dramatized poetry and all that. So, yeah, though you are strong, and I just saw that this was life for me, and I was not ready to change from there. I was not ready to do any other business. Honestly, a politician, a musician. Yeah, this is my business and this is what I
Every engineer.
now what
Even what let's talk about yeah, I mean we not
oh, but my Canadian is educated here, but you got good at the time.
Okay, authentic. Carry on. Question, please. So that we can move to.
Damosa, Uwesi, una we granting my audience here now. Otani know where so long, so far now. How long have you spent in the movie industry?
Maybe 51 years or 52.
Wow. And
Professionally, I don't go really professionally about 51, 52 years.
wow, that's a long time. Now, secondly, my video begin now with for some time now. My mobile because those days, even my enjoy a film where you have but my mobile me film wa. Iwo iru aragbe ababa na abi na set afford the film.
My was a one MA film man. As far as I'm concerned, like in the last 3 months, I've done over 12 films.
Wow.
I've done over 12 films. Out of that 12, maybe 2 Edo film. But most films made these days, a film African Magic, a film Showman, a film Rock. Because what me want to do now, no my way, man, we go, where your money where your mouth is. If you don't go your film, because here my go, but there here. What you want to invest in your craft. It's both ways, you win both ways. You have groomed somebody or you have enhanced somebody's life, But if you do I want to master here, to multiple master or to yell not master. I be quite jealousy, envy, or see a dog yeki. Otherwise, everyone no make better talent in the man. Error. Wa me ane we serve ne no tigbo kake boti yoba o we if you do or we yake production wise. So my problem is I work every day. You know what I'm saying? I work every day or every other day. If I'm not working, I'm scripting. If I'm not scripting, I'm editing. So there's no dull moment for me at all in this business. So I work. So why Marshall do what me African magic why you would
Oh, see, any man, I'm here because African magic.
Marshall was rock feeling. So do why me all the abba. Where am I with him YouTube? I get DVD now.
Oh,
You know, so I think I'm more busy now. I make much more money than I used to make.
wow.
You
That's
know.
interesting.
Okay, can I take you a little bit back? Now, I want